on higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand by faith.
Hi, welcome to our motivation series for the week here. This week we are looking at the topic positive mindset. As we begin, I'd like us to take a reading from Numbers chapter 13. It's actually a very lengthy text, but we'll just quickly look at the very important point I want us to focus on. So let's start from verse 1. Numbers 13 verse 1. And the Lord spake to Moses, saying, Send you men that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give to the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one a ruler amongst them. Let's jump to verse 17. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said to them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain, and see the land what it is, and the people that dwell therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many. Verse 25. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days, and they went and came to Moses and to Aaron, and to all the congregation of the children of Israel. Verse 27. And they told him and said, We came to the land where you sent us, and surely it flows with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. Verse 32, it says, And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched of the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have searched is a land that eats up the inhabitants thereof, and the people that we saw are men of great stature. They are giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Let's quickly backtrack to verse 30. It says, And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. So that's our text for today. I actually chose this text because we are all very familiar with it, and it's something that we can all relate to. These spies were sent to go look up the land of Canaan and come up with a report. And we read the account of all the spies and the report of Joshua and Caleb. They actually didn't look at, of course, there were giants in the land, that is true, but they didn't look at the giants. They were looking at a bigger God that they had. They were looking at the God that is bigger than the giants. And we saw the end of it, that the people that complained and said, oh, they're too big, we can't fight them, we are like grasshoppers before them, all those people never made it into the promised land. Joshua and Caleb, these men were able to see the promised land. So this goes a very long way to show us that when you have positive mindset, no matter the difficulty, you are faced with a negative, you do not make light of it. I think WebMD described it in a very profound way. It says that positive thinking or an optimistic attitude is the practice of focusing on any good in every given situation. And this can actually have a very big impact on both our physical and mental health. It doesn't mean that you ignore the reality or you make light of the problems. It simply means that you approach both the good and bad in life with the expectation that things would go well. And that is exactly what we saw in Caleb. He saw the giants, but that didn't intimidate him. He was looking at the bigger God that was with him. And that is what I would like to encourage us with today. That no matter the circumstances, the negative things that will come up our way, the things that will not work out, we will be praying about something that doesn't seem to work out. I mean, God doesn't seem to hear our prayer, or He's like turned a deaf ear to us. Instead of complaining and being disappointed or even giving up altogether, why not look at it as maybe God has a better plan for me, or maybe there's a bigger thing in store for me that I don't know about. I actually speak from experience when I say this. I've been praying for something very, very long time. I would say more than a year, and nothing seemed to work out. I almost seemed to hit like a dead end every time. And what I failed to realize was that God had a better plan for me, and little did I know that what He actually planned for me was bigger and better. I mean, what I was striving for would have been like a temporary fix, but what I got, or what God had for me, was way better than I expected. Yeah, so I would want to say this to encourage somebody that there is always a positive outlook in every negative situation, and that is what we should strive to do. I'll quickly want to enumerate some ways that we can cultivate this positive attitude. Number one, I would say that we should reframe our situation. When something bad happens to us, or something bad happens to you that is totally out of your control, instead of being upset about it, learn to appreciate the good part of the situation. For example, you're stuck in the traffic. Instead of complaining and being upset about it, why not listen to music, some good music, or listen to some podcasts to motivate your spirits? I mean, even if you're not the one driving, you could use that time to learn something new, read a book. I mean, do something profitable with your time out of that negative situation. And the second point is to keep a gratitude journal. I know this may sound a bit cheesy, but personally, I do that. I mean, I used to do that, and I would say it's actually helped me a lot to be positive. I mean, when you sit back every day or maybe every week to write down the things that you are thankful for, you're forced to pay attention to the good things in your life. And actually, a study have shown that people that kept a gratitude journal were more thankful, and these were people that had a positive outlook, and these were people that were optimistic about the future. So I would want to encourage you that if it's something you do not do, I mean, learn to keep a gratitude journal, and write down everything you're thankful for. I would also say that we should learn to focus on our strengths. For every day or maybe every week, think about one of your personal strengths. It could be your kindness, or your organization skills, or your discipline, your creativity. Write it down and use that to plan your life. Like, use that as a plan for something that can help you, I mean, boost your energy. I mean, if people who discovered something that they were good at, they learned to appreciate themselves better, and it actually helped them, I mean, be grateful for so many things in their life. And this could actually help you to even become a better person. You learn to build upon the things that you already have, and even learn something new. Yeah. And finally, I would also say that let's learn to be grateful, I mean, for the things we have, things we do not even have. That is how it is a sort of like a positive feedback mentality. When you are grateful for things you do not even have, I mean, it helps you to have hope for the future, that even though I do not have this, I am sure this is going to work out for me. And learn to speak positive things in your life. And I'm very sure that, I mean, it will go a really long way to help us. So to sum it all up, I would say that let's learn to make the good of every negative situation in our lives. And actually, with God on our side, we will definitely make it through every negative situation. So yeah, this is something. These are the few things I want to share with us this week, and I hope it blesses someone. Yeah. So yeah, I wish a blessed week, everyone.
I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying as I onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on high.